Hi, I'm Amy Gardner-Anderson, and this is Shania. She is a rescue horse from Sumner Brook Farm, and we're here in Bear Paw Barn, which is where Sumner Brook Farm is as well. And I had a question from somebody about how to work with a horse that won't stand for mounting. And the first thing that you need to do is figure out why the horse won't stand. Is it a pain issue, saddle fit issue? Is it a herd bound issue where they're too attached to somebody outside the workspace? Is it a lack of human leadership issue? Is it that they're getting way too much grain and they just are jumping out of their skin? Management issue. Do they not get enough turnout? There are 1,000 different reasons why your horse could be having a behavioral problem. So the first thing is to try to figure out why it's happening. If it's a horse that you don't know, like we didn't know Shania when she came here, we had to just guess and figure out what she knew and what she didn't know. And some of that she let on right away, and some of that we just had to figure out. And we're still figuring it out almost a year later. That's, whatever. So one of her problems, challenges, behaviors is that she doesn't like to stand still. So we've worked a lot on that, and she's gotten much better at it, and just in general, working on standing still. So she has to stand to be groomed, and she has to stand to be blanketed, and stand to be tacked. And you can see she wants to get going and go do something else because she's bored. So, every time the horse moves and tries to get away from me, I just put them back where I want them to go, which is somewhere over there. Yeah, just stay there. And after a while, she gets the idea and she gives up, and she's like, well, I guess you're a pain in the butt, and she just stands there. But you have to be persistent about it and just keep, adjusting. Just put the horse back every time, put him back. And then, make sure she stays over there. And eventually they relax if you keep doing this enough times. You don't necessarily need to escalate what you're doing, you just need to keep repeating what you're doing. Just same thing, move her back. Oh, good girl. And then we got a little licking and chewing on the 10th time I did it. So don't take no for an answer, just be persistent. And keep reminding her that she doesn't get to move until you say move. Because when you get on, that's how it's supposed to be. So no matter what you're doing, leading, walking, standing, bathing, grooming, the horse doesn't get to move until you say move, okay? So you have to start translating that into everything you do on the ground before you can expect them to stand when you're gonna swing a leg over. Okay, so that's the first part of the lesson. So I'm gonna get some tack and you can see the next part.